today, and AE lit me up like a Christmas tree. He's like, Jordan, why you talking all that spank on LinkedIn? You don't provide no value. I'm going to show him that he's wrong as hell. But you know you've only made it when you have haters. You need to have a hater. All right. So what are we going to be doing? So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, we're going to do a headless PvP. Permissionless value prop. A headless PvP is where we begin with data sets and we work backwards to what are the brands that could use the cool data in the data set. So I'm going to actually give you a preview of tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. You're going to see me on the Cannonball. No fluff, no bullshit, no LinkedIn headlines, actual, real, live, agentic work. No one does this because no one can do this because they're not playing around with the thinking that we talk about in the Cannonball, because they don't understand that it's not about personalization. It's about understanding. It's about being able to have a theory about why things matter and to stitch that together to a PvP message. So let me give you a preview. Look at all these data sets. I had a conversation with ChatGPT, and I'm like, give me all of the best data sets for transportation. So let me actually, so this is the data that we're going to be working with Claude Code. Look, there's like so much information here. There's multi-gigabytes of data, and I'm just a dude. One dude, multi-gigabytes of data. So what do we have and why does it matter? We're going to be looking at aviation data, so on-time performance. So we know which routes are breaking from which place to which place. That means we know the difference between what is going to be cheap to ship stuff via plane versus truck. Which planes are full or empty between cities. So when Chicago, Atlanta hits 85% capacity, trucking rates jump. So the prices, because people switch from air to freight, exposes wasted cargo space on multi-stop routes. So the plane is going there anyway, so they want to be able to fill it with more space. And if there are fewer people, that means that there's more room for cargo, which means airplanes are actually providing discounts to be able to ship that stuff. And basically, we've got surveys. So where do people want to go? So there's no direct flight. These are trucking opportunities to predict where airlines will add or cut service, which is really interesting. So airlines are going to add service there, which means that you can hop on a new flight to get your information. We have every legal trucking company to haul stuff. So we know their insurer, we know their insurance levels, we know their operating authority. So we know how good they are. We know their safety scores. So we can basically predict when they're going to fail. So if they're above the 75%, a federal audit is coming, which means that prices will spike and your supply chain will break. We actually know local carriers, so we might actually be able to say, hey, we actually can get you a discount by going with this local carrier that runs intrastate, not interstate. Early warning system. So if basically you have 20% inspection failure, you lose 30% of fleet in 90 days. We actually know fatal crashes. So a carrier shut down or over 300% insurance. So we can actually tell you when people have gotten into accidents, which means that your carriers are going to have to increase rates because their insurance just went up. And then we actually know their enforcement patterns. So we know when they're going to enforce. So that means we can create amazingly useful PVPs. So we know when air freight becomes expensive. We can spot carriers that are 45 days around from a federal shutdown before the service hits. So you can get ahead of your competition. We know those that are facing premium increases, and they're going to pass that down to you. We actually know when you can lock in rates to say, hey, we actually would like to commit to a certain price because we know the price is about to go up. And we actually can predict supply chain disasters. This is what we're going to do on the Cannonball tomorrow, 9 a.m. And I will show you that I am the real deal, that I'm actually going to be able to mix and match this data. And when I say me, I mean Claude Code. I am just the monkey pushing the buttons. But we hope that you will be inspired. You will come, you will learn, you will ask questions. And then after at 11 o'clock, so 1 hour after the Cannonball ends, we're going to do office hours where you're going to be able to come and come ask questions to me and tell me just how much bullshit you think I'm full of and bring your information about your company. And if I can't solve your go-to-market challenges, I promise to refund 100% of what you paid for the office hours, and they are free. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope to see you on the Cannonball tomorrow at 9 a.m. Be there, be square, or just do something else in your life. Bye.